Hey there, Izzy. Yeah, so the magic change is really weird. They're getting rid of the core set entirely, which the core set is kind of how they introduce things. Basic mechanics, stuff that's going to stick around a while. And it's typically where we get to check in with the main cast of Planeswalkers, Johnny, Jace. It's the only time you ever see Chandra. But it will be interesting to see how this works in the future and how, it goes. If they end up changing things at all or whatever. Anyways, another big thing happened. There was a Nintendo Direct that just happened. I think it was either today or yesterday. I don't know. I don't keep track of when these things happen. I just see that they do. Where they announced a new 3DS, and this was like, oh, cool, 3DS, or expanding upon the original, and, making it a little better, but, you did that with the 3DS XL, and I bought that one, so let's see what you did. And they added in a second analog stick. Cool, great, we've all been wanting that for a while. That was what you were supposed to do with the 3DS XL, we got the Circle Pad Pro. Okay, whatever, it's irritating, but I'll take it. A better processor, okay, that's a little frustrating, because the 3DS XL you could have done it then, more than likely. And with that, maybe Pokemon wouldn't lag when I put it in 3D. But whatever. If you're going to improve your system, improve your system. It's got to be running the same games. Better 3D screens. Okay, cool. I expected that. And a couple other things, like they gave it more video RAM and stuff like that. The weird thing is you take a look at the device, and you see that the control stick is kind of like those ones that you had in the middle of keyboards on laptops in the early 2000s, where it's just a tiny little nub, and they put it up and to the left of the control buttons for the 3DS, the A, B, X, and Y. And while I'm understanding why they did that so you could use that and still press the button with like the side of your thumb or something. It looks dumb, and I didn't even understand that it was the analog stick when I first looked at the picture. It took me a minute or two to understand, wait a minute, that's the analog stick. And when a feature like that doesn't immediately stick out at the consumer, that's a problem. And it definitely looks weird, and it better feel good, because it certainly doesn't look like it will. But here's where the issue comes in. They are announcing exclusive games for this version of the 3DS. In the past, with the DS releases, the DS, the DS Lite, and the DSi, they all worked on all the systems. The DSi did sometimes get better features. Just like in the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color games occasionally would have like an extra dungeon in a Zelda game. In like some games, the DSi would have special features that would only be available on the DSi, mainly because of the camera. But having games that are exclusive to the new version of the console, I'm not really okay with. Xenoblade Chronicles is going to be exclusive to the new 3DS. And Xenoblade is a game that I've never played, but it always looks like something I would enjoy. And I know that I shouldn't get frustrated or upset over something that I haven't played and may not, even experience. But it's irritating, and I know that they're going to start taking their first-party stuff and putting it on there. Now, I know I shouldn't say I know, because I don't know. But that's what I would do if I were a company. That way I could force the consumer to buy my new product. Anyways, I'm going to go because I'm running out of time. I really wish I had more, because I'd like to say more on this. I have another video coming up in just a little bit later, and you'll see what that is. Later days, Izzy.